Okay, so make sure you're watching the videos that I make for you. But with, let's see, where did it go? Okay, so in this one for 511, you're making comparisons of equality and inequality. So let's see what the directions tell you that Laura y Rosa are identical twins. Describe their similarities through comparisons of equality. So this one says you're supposed to be using equality because they're twins and they're saying that they're the same. So if you turn to your book, page 156, this is where they show you how you do equality, saying somebody is as somebody else. So if you are comparing what is about the two people as an adjective, like saying Joaquin is as nice as Roberto, you're going to use tan. Then you're going to put in the adjective, the thing, the quality that the two of them share. Then you're going to have como, okay? And so the adjective that's in the middle needs to agree with the first person or the subject of the sentence, not the person to whom you're being compared, but the person that you're writing the sentence about. So it says, Joaquin es tan amable como Roberto. This sentence is about Joaquin, and we're describing Joaquin as being as nice as Roberto. Then Maria, also if what you're describing is an adverb, like for example, here we're saying that Maria speaks as quickly as her sister. Quickly is what we're comparing. And so again, you're going to do tan, and then you're going to have the adverb, and then you're going to have como. So if what you're comparing is an adjective or an adverb, tan, adjective, adverb, como. If, however, what you're comparing is a noun, like talking about how much of something people have, you're going to use tanto, noun, como. So here we're saying that you have as much patience as Eugenio. Patience is a noun, and you want to say you have as much of it as Eugenio. So you, and then your tanto, because now it's become an adjective, when what you're comparing is how much of something you or someone else has, your tanto needs to agree with that thing that you have as much of. So if you have as much patience, patience is feminine, it becomes tanta. If you have as many brothers, hermanos, it becomes tantos. And then you can also compare verbs by saying, like, I danced as much as my sister, or my brothers had as much fun as I did. And when that happens, you're going to have your tanto como follow your verb, and it's not going to change at all. It's just tanto como. Okay, so if we go back out to your activity, which is right here, um, remember that these are the things that, hold on, let me move this. These are the phrase, whoops, I made it disappear. These are the phrases that you're using. Okay, tan, adjective, adverb, como, tanto, noun, como, and verb, tanto, como. Nowhere did you have muy in there at all. Okay, so you need to make sure that you only have those phrases and you don't throw in muy. Muy is when you're using, actually, you're not going to use, you don't need to, well, okay, muy was in there with a simpatica, so we're going to leave it alone. Okay, so let me make a screenshot of this and we'll do, how many can I get on there? Let's do we'll do the first four. I'll do the first four for you. Okay, so, and also remember, if you ever have a question about homework, posting it in the forum is not always the best place to post. Like if you have, I mean, it's good to post it there so that I can add a video and other people can see it as well. But if you have a homework question and you want an immediate response, it's better to text or to email me directly. Okay, so we want to say Laura y Rosa son muy simpáticas. So we want to say Laura is as okay, so we do not need the muy there because we're saying they're both very nice. But when we make the comparison, what we want to say is Laura is as nice as Rosa. So the only mistake you made here was throwing in the muy. So it should have looked like this. Laura, whoops, make it red. Laura es tan simpática como Rosa. Okay. because muy is just saying Laura is saying Laura y Rosa are very nice, but when you're making the comparison, you can't really throw in very. It doesn't make sense. Laura, oops, I spelled simpática wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, so then down here, Laura y Rosa visten bien. What they do is, okay, so in this one, what you're comparing is how they get dressed. I know it gets a little bit complicated, but you're focusing on the bien here, and bien would be an adverb, so you're going to be using this form right here. So you're going to say, Laura se viste tan bien como Rosa. And the reason why it's that is because bien is an adverb. Whoops. Okay, so for the next one, Laura y Rosa se despiertan temprano. So you want to say that Laura wakes up as early as Rosa. So again, it's going to be an adverb situation because what you're comparing is the earliness. So when you do that, since it's an adverb, you're using this one, and you are going to want to say Laura, and you need that se despierta, and it becomes, yeah, Laura se despierta tan, and then you put the tan como around the temprano. Okay. Then the next one, Laura y Rosa estudian mucho. So you want to say that Laura studies as much as Rosa. What you did get it right. It's the studying that you are making the comparison of, but studying is a verb. So you're saying that Laura studies as much as Rosa. So you're going to use this construction right here. So you would say Laura estudia tanto como Rosa. Okay, and that's how you would do 511. Okay, so the next one you had a question about was 526, and it looks like you didn't struggle that hard with it. There was just one that you got wrong. So just remember that when you're making a superlative, in all of these, it's going to be an adjective. Hold on one minute. Okay, so if you look in your text at page 168, that's where it shows you the superlative. The superlative, you use the article that matches the thing that you're making the comparison of, más, menos, adjective. So when you're doing the superlative, it's pretty much always going to be an adjective, okay? So when we go back to the assignment right here, you're doing it right. Estas sillas, you have, well, okay, esta lavadora es, and you had eficiente, and it gave you the plus sign, so you're supposed to use the más. So esta lavadora es la más eficiente de todas, and everything is agreeing with lavadora because that's what the sentence is about. Estas sillas son las menos bonitas de la casa, and we use menos because of the minus, and everything is agreeing with sillas because that's what the sentence is about. But when we get down here to estos estantes son el menos fuerte de toda la casa, the problem is the estantes is plural. So what you should have done here is just made it estos estantes son los menos fuertes de. So the problem is you just didn't make it plural. Oh, and it should also be más. I missed that part because it has the plus sign. So plus was supposed to be más. The minus sign is menos. So it should have been los más fuertes de. Okay, the other one you had a question with was 531, and it's the same thing again. You're using the superlative. So you need to have the más, menos, and then the adjective. So here it's trying to say Ernesto likes to use the superlative when talking about himself. Form superlative statements with the elements given. Be sure that your definite articles and adjectives agree in number and gender with the subjects. Remember that for yo, the speako, Ernesto is masculine and singular. Okay, so mi casa is, so he is using the superlative, so we want it all to be positive. So if we're talking about the house being pretty, he's trying to say that his is the prettiest, and we have la más bonita. Here it says mi carro rápido de todos. So we want to say my car is Oh, the only thing you did was add in that lo. You don't need a lo there. You just say, mi carro es el más rápido de todos, of all. That's all. So the problem is that you added in a lo that you did not need. Here, mis amigos populares la escuela. So we want to say my friends are the most popular in the school. So you have mis amigos. You forgot son. You have to have are. So my friends are los más populares en la escuela. So you just forgot your son. And here, yo mayor, mis hermanos. So I want to say I am the oldest. Mayor is the irregular form, so you don't need a menos or a más. You just need mayor. So you say yo soy el mayor de mis hermanos. So don't forget the day that you need you need something out of which, when you're using a superlative, you're the best of something. And so sometimes they put in, but most of the time it's going to be day. So my house is the prettiest out of the whole city. My car is the fastest of all the cars. I am the most intelligent of everybody in the house. Okay, so here you'd want to say I am the oldest of my brothers and sisters. So it should say yo soy el mayor de mis hermanos. Yo soy el mayor de mis hermanos, or soy el mayor de mis hermanos. Okay, and so you can see that when you pull up your submission, you can also get a little call out button that'll give you the right answer. And hopefully that helps with these activities.